Senator, could we ask you quickly about the tariffs and how that fight ended yesterday?
Well, it ended exactly as the way I expected it would end, which is President Trump uses tariffs for a number of different things, but one of the things he uses it for is as leverage, and leverage to change the behavior of other players. In this instance, what the president was demanding is cooperation from Canada and cooperation from Mexico in terms of securing our borders. We're facing a national security crisis. We're facing a public safety crisis. Over 12 million illegal immigrants came into this country in the last 4 years, and the American people elected President Trump with an urgency to solve the problem. And what I predicted when the tariffs were announced is that they would be suspended, and they would be suspended because both Canada and Mexico would come to the table and agree to be very active partners securing the border. That's exactly what happened.
Was it fair to treat Canada and Mexico equally on this file, though?
It is fair to fight to secure our borders, and that's exactly what the president is doing.
I mean, there were only 43 pounds of fentanyl recovered at the Canadian border last year, 21,000 pounds from Mexico.
Northern crossings have skyrocketed over the last 4 years. And if there was one issue that was the overwhelming mandate from this last election, it was a mandate from the voters to secure the border. And so that is what the president is doing.
Was it fair the way the president treated his closest trading partners?
Oh yeah, it was great. I mean, look at what he got out of it in relatively short order too. So I look forward to what's next.
What did he get, though? It seemed like a couple of re-announcements from both countries, things they've done before.
Oh, he got troops at the border in Mexico. He got new enforcement measures in Canada. He got new commitment to stop. We're about to hold a hearing on fentanyl right now, the Judiciary Committee. He got new commitments on fentanyl for both countries. I think really good. And he didn't even impose tariffs.
Fentanyl, was it appropriate to treat Canada and Mexico equally on that file?
Sure.
There were only 43 pounds of fentanyl seized at the Canadian border, 21,000 pounds from Mexico.
We've got other issues with Canada, though, in terms of how they're treating us. Just ask our dairy farmers. I mean, we've got long-standing trade issues with Canada, and I can tell you farmers in my state are not happy about how the Canadians have treated us. There's also, I think, a series of NAFTA violations that Canada's engaged in. So I think it was President Trump was able to get pretty significant concessions without even imposing tariffs. So it's pretty good.